look on your agenda. It says the next meeting is March 6th, next week at 12:30. I'm going to change it back to 12:45 is when we start meeting SGA again. So March 6th, 12:45. Right now, everybody, I don't know why it says approval of minutes, 12:35, ignore that. We got a couple typos on the agenda today. But just everybody look over the minutes, and when you feel comfortable, have any corrections, anything?
One major correction,
What you
it
got?
says student government agenda instead of minutes.
Yep, thank you.
And,
We already did that, yeah.
yeah, we got that one.
That quick.
That,
And-
Justin is quick.
An additional issue with the actual today's agenda, you have for the good of the order. what's
Yeah,
the
we got
last
that.
minutes.
We realized
Yeah.
that was
That's-
Aaron actually.
Yeah, that
I get to, yeah.
The French Pub has a correction too.
Okay.
They didn't put in that we were gonna be part of the drive-in.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, sorry. Stuff like that.
I show up and you don't, and you show up and I don't.
A
Yep.
motion to approve the minutes with the recommended changes.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Scott, all in favor? All opposed? Unanimous carries. All right, right now we have, are you the only new member that needs to be sworn in? No, behind you, yeah. You got sworn in last week, right? Or you
No,
didn't?
she didn't.
You didn't sworn? Okay, so we got both you guys.
They do it in the back.
I think I was supposed to get sworn in too.
Yeah, I already sworn
Yes.
in.
Oh,
Who was it?
me.
The guy in the back against the wall.
Spike Sue needs to be sworn in? Okay.
Yeah, no, he can see.
Amanda, that's right.
David, can you move forward?
Yeah, if you don't mind,
As
move
soon
up
as
to
you're
the
sworn
front,
in, you'll
yeah.
be a voting member, so we need you
All
in
right.
front.
So we need all three of you and you, ma'am, to please stand up. Barbara, take it away.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
raise your right hand. I do by this oath
Do myself.
acknowledge my election
Acknowledge my election
to office as a representative of and for
to office as a representative of and for
the student body of this campus,
the student body of this campus.
and so swear to uphold this Constitution
And so swear to uphold this Constitution
in its entirety
in its entirety
and to fulfill the duties stated
and to fulfill the duties stated
therein to the best of my ability.
therein to the best of my ability.
All right, congratulations.
All right.
You're supposed to say repeat after me.
Now, under guest speakers, do we have any? And do we do? I do want to take this time under guest speakers before we get to club reports to announce our new elections and our new officers running for those positions. So right now, I'll go through, I guess we'll start with parliamentarian. We have Sam Arlt in the back. Raise your hand, everybody, see you. Hey, how you doing? For secretary, we actually do not have anybody running that position right now. So if you're interested, we still have the option for write-in candidates. So we need to make sure you keep that in your heads.
If you're a write-in candidate, you still have to meet the minimum qualifications of enrollment of 6 hours in the fall and a 2.5 GPA.
What she
Sorry.
said. Then we have the vice president of budget and finance. Nobody's running for that position right now either. So same thing applies for that. For the vice president of student life, we have Chris Jones, which isn't in here right now. Most everybody I think knows Chris Jones though. Then for the governmental organizational affairs, we have Chris Carden, which I don't see him in here. He's one who founded the fitness club, Big Chris. And then Stephanie right here. Raise your hand for everybody. See him? That's Stephanie. She's running for vice president. Then you have our presidents, which are Michael Lee and Justin Lassiter. So make sure you get to know him, get to talk to him. Elections are next week, so let's push these elections out. Make sure we get a good turnout. Make sure we get the best person in each office. I'm gonna move on to club reports. Let's start with AASU. And I don't hear anything. Cricket. Dang, you guys. AASU. Hampson. Where's Shannon? What is going on? All right. BCM. I know you guys. What's up?
We
We had a camp food drive last week on Thursday, because that's when we meet, and we're also doing it this week, and the drop-off point is outside of the teacher's dining room in the cafeteria. So on Thursday, bring canned food for us.
This Thursday?
Yes.
Okay.
What time?
Daytime.
It's Thursday anytime. Cool.
Yeah.
Anytime.
I think it was after 10 last week, so
Sometime
probably.
between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m.
Yeah.
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 All right. Brother to brother.
Same old business, skate night,
And
next Monday. You're still better than you guys, so.
Wow.
You will fight. The one thing about the pay series, whoever gets above 50 will get some money back. I don't know how much, I think it's 100 or something like that. But in order for that to work, each group has to get above 50 or more, and that cut also brings us to us, so each club will benefit from
okay.
whoever gets above 50. You benefit from the club that gets above 50. I want to do that. That's
Okay. Cool, man. Earth science? Go ahead, Eric.
I mean, I'm not the representative, but I heard that the camping trip was really good last week, and that it was the best thing ever. We're going to start hiking. We're doing a backpack camping trip where you're going to hike 3 days in, backpack, just whatever you have on your back, backpack back out. And then that's going to culminate into a kayak expedition, somewhere between a 3 to 5 day kayak expedition, possibly in the summer or the very end of the semester. And we're doing some just gear test hikes, just for you to kind of get used to the idea of it, hiking and camping with what you have. And we have those coming up soon. I don't know those dates, but that's what we got.
Okay.
And we're going to start selling green items in the bookstore soon.
Florida nurses. All right, we're going to go ahead, Justin, we move Florida nurses from the agenda and we'll talk to them at the beginning of the semester. French Alliance.
We did pretty well at the drive-in. We almost broke even on all the stuff that we put out there. We were selling hot chocolate and candy bars and stuff like that, and it was a good time. And the next drive-in should put us over the top, so we'll be able to make some donations to door-to-door
Okay.
with the profits we make on the next function that we do. So, and then also we have our date for our interactive class is going to be March 6th at 11 a.m. for the 12 of us that are going to be going to that. So that is etched in stone. And other than that, that's about it.
Okay.
What's the date again?
March 6th at 11
Thank you.
o'clock at La Frondies.
Awesome. Thank you, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling.
High school season, or state was last weekend, so we're going to start doing some off-season training with the high schoolers and get them ready for next year. We're going to start traveling from school to school, putting on camps, kind of, the small camps, and helping those guys get ready for next year, and start talking to some of the other colleges and stuff about wrestling tournaments for college.
Okay.
Other than that.
All right, cool, man. That's good. That's good. I like you guys branching out like that. That's cool. GSA. Nothing. You want to talk about Reg?
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
think it's a meeting today.
Misa. What is she doing?
Yeah, all downstairs.
Man.
They have the event in the lunchroom right now.
Yeah. That's that. Well, I got it. I'm going to go down and get them. NSLS.
We've got another speaker event coming up next Tuesday at 6 p.m. above the cafeteria. Don't remember the name of the guy that's going to be there this time, but we're doing another raffle at the end too, so prizes and stuff to give away.
Okay. Awesome. So next Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Kevin Connolly is his name.
Sounds right.
Nice. Thank you. Pitt?
So they were preparing to go on their trip to Atlanta, first round or final round, whatever. They had their Madden tournament. It kind of went terrible. No one really signed up, so they just played fighter games all day. people seem to enjoy the fighter games and get hyped up about it. So I think they're going to stick to that from now on.
Okay.
Other than that, that's about it.
Okay, cool. Psychology. Oh, I don't see. All right. PTA. PTK.
PTK. We're smart. I'll get back to you once.
Okay. All right, how about Quidditch?
No report.
All right, respiratory.
We're gonna have another meeting February 29th. We're just talking about the pay ceremony we're gonna have and about graduation. That's about it for now.
Okay.
When you guys have dates for that, could you get those to us so we
Are you
can?
mean like the pinning ceremony?
Yes.
We already have a date.
What is the date?
It's April 26th.
April 26th.
It's a Thursday night.
Okay.
Beautiful honors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sonography. She said she wasn't going to be here. Tech.
Work is still going on the internet safety presentation. It's almost finished. And we're still progressing on the Nerf weapons lab, so it's just, things are just going.
All right, cool. Trio.
Just a reminder about the 3rd annual Great Clothing Drive, the 22nd, 23rd of March, and you can bring your clothes in starting Monday before the 19th or 20th or something like that. 19th.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Visionary Zinc.
We sold hot dogs at the drive-in and we made between $10 and $15. And we also had a spaghetti dinner last Saturday. And we did well on it. I didn't get to go because I was working. We did well on it. I don't know how much we made though.
Okay. Cool. Fitness. Okay.
Jazz.
Yep.
CFI somehow did not make it.
Okay,
on
there was a
the
couple that actually didn't make it to the list. So I think you telling me that Empower. Let's go to that one real quick.
We are still digitally working on our masquerade ball. We're going to have posters and an interview hopefully next week with Spike Suit to try to get it out there and get it promoted.
Okay.
Again, reminding everybody to come out. It's March 30th. That's a Friday night between 5 and 9:30. Music, food, and just good times.
Nice. Mesa's still DJing for you on that?
I believe so. I got to get up with you and get a contract for that.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, just remind me. I'm good too.
Is that gonna be in the cafeteria?
The conference room above the cafeteria.
CFI?
Just a reminder that our speaker event, Michael Shermer, that SJ is co-sponsoring, is about to come up. It'll be the first, next Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we have the Amelia Center. It's at 12:30.
Yes.
Okay. And it should be. I mean, we can see posters all around the school. We've hyped it up as much as we really can. The flyers and everything. Just if you have people, tell them, let them know what we're doing, so they can be there because we have a big place to fill. Last time we had standing room only, and people, leaving because they couldn't sit down in the English room. So hopefully we'll fill it up.
Let's try and work out something with that. Try and do an internet or a radio interview about that. Set up something with them, and then have we done anything in Spike Soup yet about it?
I have no idea.
Can you check it on that for me?
Barton did an interview with Spike City. He actually got up early on
Oh, dude,
Friday morning.
I was there. Never mind. Don't even listen. Never mind.
And then I woke up.
Wow. All right. Thank you. Any other clubs I didn't call? Anybody? No? All right. Who are you here with?
Respiratory.
Respiratory? Oh, okay. All right. Let's go to organization report. Spike Soup.
This past weekend, I think it was February 11th, we covered the Mardi Gras, St. Andrews Mardi Gras Parade and Festival. And you can watch it on GC TV throughout the week up until Thursday evening. And you can see it online at gcwirenews.com. We want to start another segment called the restaurant runaround. Basically, we're going to go to the local restaurants that got to be local, like Sweet Magnolias or Hunt's. But we're going to go to the restaurants and kind of talk to the management about the food and the culture of the food and the culture of the restaurant, and try the food and comment on it. And we want to, that way we can promote the local businesses, and also we can get GC Wired and GC News out there. And as you can see up here before the computer restarts itself. GCWiredNews.com. For the election, it's elections page, and you'll be able to you'll be kept updated on all the election information. Also, you'll be able to meet the candidate on there, and also the online poll will be on there.
Okay.
And just a reminder for all the candidates, if you haven't done your interview yet with Spike Soup, to go ahead and do that if you haven't done so. And then just a general reminder that GCTV airs the new GC Wired news show every Thursday evening throughout the week. And then you can see it online at GCWiredNews.com, and we're on Facebook at facebook.com/GCWired.
Okay. Nice. You guys are busy.
You guys Twitter?
Not yet.
Hey Scott, will you do me a favor and click the restart later in there? I know. Didn't mean to make you wheel all the way around there. Thank you. Goals Cry?
Well, the paper didn't come out on the 20th. I can't say exactly when it's going to be, but it's safe to say that I'll be within the next week.
All right. Cool. Thank you. Rainbow.
Yes. Not this past weekend, it was the weekend before, we went to regionals and we have made it to the state competition for the first time in several years. So the whole team will actually be going to Ocala, Florida, March 22nd, 23rd, and 24th to compete for the state tournament.
Nice.
And we're also playing host to nationals this coming weekend, this Friday and Saturday, which it's a different style of question, so that's the reason why nationals comes before state. And we're still working out the details with the trivia event, trying to promote awareness for Rainbow, and that is about it. Oh, and at regionals, one of our members actually came in second to one person from Chipola. So we did really, really well at regionals.
Nice. Congratulations, guys. That's good. That's really good. Anything else, Rainbow?
Not at this time.
All right. All right, we'll go to athletic report. Okay, this we have a softball game tonight. Is anybody sure about that? I seen him down there, but I wasn't sure. I should have had my calendar on me, man. I'm gonna have to get Hope down here so she can start coming to these meetings, announcements and stuff. I do have a few announcements on the athletic report. If anybody hasn't heard yet, both Herman McDaniel and Bruni Scoble have announced retirement. And Daniels, don't listen to McDaniel, Herman Daniels, yeah. They had a big celebration on Saturday for it, and then Rooney announced yesterday that she's retiring. So that's kind of sad, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Now she accepted a different position, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but she's not coaching.
She's stepping
Right.
down as
Yeah.
head coach.
Right.
Yeah, she's stepping down as head coach of basketball, which is very sad.
It is very sad.
Very sad. All right, let's move on to advisory reports, student leadership.
All right. First of all, I just wanted to remind you guys about the state conference that I mentioned at our last meeting. The deadline for us to register our group is Friday, March 2nd. So if you are thinking about going on this trip to St. Pete, you have to let me know as soon as possible. Just to let you know again what the dates are, because you are going to be required to miss some school. We're going to leave either late on Tuesday, April 3rd, or really, really, really early in the morning on the 4th. And when I mean early, I mean early. We'll decide as a group which day we leave on, and then we'll be gone through Sunday. We'll come home on Sunday because the event doesn't until Saturday night, and it is in St. Pete, and it's a little bit of a drive. So you can there's a form that we can fill out for your teachers so they'll know it's an excused absence and they can work with you on making up the work. I don't advise you go if you're struggling in your class, but we would like to take as many students as possible. This is a good leadership opportunity. There'll be leadership workshops. There'll be chances for you to talk with other state officers from schools from as far away as Miami-Dade. And they'll be having the state officer elections at this convention. On that note, there are 2 positions that no one put in an application to run for at the state level. If anyone is still interested in possibly a state office, there are 2. One is for secretary and one is for the chair of the Judas Perditz Committee. So
Jurisprudence.
So if anyone's interested in state office, I can give you some more information on that.
One
go
thing
ahead.
real quick on this. So I need to talk to Pat, Taylor, Alex, Elizabeth, Claren, and Scott after the meeting downstairs about this trip. All right? Cool. Thank you.
Also, elections start next week. This is really important. The best way that we can advertise is for you guys just to tell your classmates about it and remind your friends to come out and vote. There'll be lots of ways for them to vote. We will actually have an election poll set up in the advising center, but our hope is to also for everyone to check their Gulf Coast email account, because we will email you a link that you can follow and you can vote from home. We're trying to make it really simple, and we're trying to open it up to every enrolled student this semester. So make sure you talk about it, let everybody know. Let's have a big turnout this election. Also, we're going to be opening up our international trip for next summer next week. If anyone is interested, we're going to be going to Ireland, Wales, London, and Paris next summer. We're going to go ahead and open it up next week so that you have an entire year to go ahead and enroll and pay for it if it's something you're interested in. If that's a little ambitious as far as travel goes for you, then we will be taking a spring break trip next spring break to either New York, or Boston.
Boston.
We'll decide that later. So.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to report? Anything from Trina?
No.
Okay. We'll move on to officer reports. President, I have a couple things. Fortunately, not here, but I want to announce that Kendall is actually nominated or won our rep of the month for January. So when you guys see him, you know, say what's up. I guess I'll have to get him. Bring him to me, man. Deliver him and get him. At this time, I need to actually draw because we have our club lunch with Curly this Friday at noon. So,
Eileen, I'm sorry.
let's see what we got here real quick. Do it.
All right.
Blame her. We got
We got the pit.
the pit.
This should be fun.
I'm going. I know what you're talking about.
All right, man. So make sure you go back for the word for me. They can take 10 students to Applebee's. Oh Lord, I don't even want to know.
Just think Blake sitting next to Mike Curley in a booth in Applebee's. That's gonna be.
Yeah, Blake, Rayon,
sure.
Marquez, you.
Rayon-
You ain't that
Rayon
much.
King.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. All right. At noon, Applebee's on Friday, 23rd Street Applebee's.
Okay.
All right. Other than that, I think that's all I got. So Gene actually could not be here today. He didn't have anything to report. Budget and finance.
Budget's working on updating our budget to be more reflective of what we actually spend on SGA. Right now, the college is keeping track of most of that, and their categories don't even relate to real world spending that we do. So we're in the process of trying to create a conversion to convert their categories into categories that make a little more sense for what we try to do here. Actually just waiting on Lori for some numbers to finish that up, but we're gonna hopefully get that wrapped up before the big budget committee meeting that the college has later this year.
Okay. Right, student life, Morgan's not here. I will plug in, just I'm gonna keep plugging it, the Luau, April 21st, make sure everybody has in their calendar and tell everybody. April 21st, Shipwreck Island, 10:30, right, it starts? Is that what we're doing, or is it 11?
I think it's 11.
11, don't listen to me. I got the date right.
We should have the finalized contract back.
What time does it start?
I believe it's 11, but I think last year they did open the park doors earlier than we expected, around 10:30.
Sometime in the morning. Just show up, they'll have the gates waiting.
Yeah, just wait.
Oh, what time are the volunteers supposed to be there?
It depends
We'll
on what
work on
shift
it.
you sign
Yeah.
up for. We'll send out sign-up sheets when it gets a little closer to the event.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Secretary.
The only thing I have is an issue with the update of the meetings that we do here, that we tape and we put online. The last one that was updated was sometime in December. So to verify minutes at times, I just need that updated, that's all.
Okay. Cool. Parliamentarian.
The big stack of applications that were filled out last semester for people to be interviewed, and none of these people are getting back up with us. So if any of you know anybody who filled out an application that wants to be a member at large, or who didn't fill out an application and wants to be a member at large, have them get up with Michael or Aaron and set an appointment for me. I'm here every Tuesday, here every Monday.
And I'm here every day. And I'm here every day.
Yeah, but I can do the interviews if you just, I can get you interviewed if you'll just get them in here. I think maybe the people that filled them out lost interest in, because they're not coming back in, but.
Okay. Aaron, before we move on, did you have anything to just in general say? All right, move on to committee reports. Governmental affairs, don't say anything. Tri-College. Anybody here in Tri-College meeting? I actually was in class. I think 10.
I was there.
Yeah, how did it go?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, all right.
Ribbon cutting on the cafeteria on March 8th.
March 8th.
They actually they hope to have it open for business before then, but the official ribbon cutting for the new cafeteria area is going to be March 8th.
What time?
I don't think they mentioned a time.
All day.
They'll pick it
In the morning.
Sometime between 8 and 2.
Before lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did specify March 8th of 2012, right?
Listen to that.
pretty good. That's
That was
pretty good.
good. No, they did not. Now that you bring it up.
That's pretty good. All right. Student traffic court.
We have our next student traffic court date set for March 26th. Yes, that's March 26th. If you are on the student traffic court committee, you'll need to show up for this date. It's at 1 o'clock. If you have a problem with that time and date, or if you don't know for sure that you're on the committee, just come to me and let me know. We need at least 5 people there to hold traffic court, and we do have 2 applications that have been submitted on the new online traffic court citation application, so we will definitely be meeting.
All right. Publicity?
We have different things going on around campus right now. We're publicizing the elections next week, which is going to be the 28th through the 1st. Let's not forget about Michael Shermer, who will be in the Amelia Center on the 2nd. That's the 1st. So I looked at you and I was like, that? And you're like, yeah, Shermer.
No, I thought you were asking me.
Cool. The 29th, also Black History Cultural Celebration, sponsored by MISA and B2B, and as well the B2B Skate Night. And if you have anything that you need publicized, an event, charitable organization that you're going out and collecting donations for, or need help, just come find me. We'll publicize it as much as possible around the campus and online. That's all.
Entertainment, what you get?
Well, for elections next week, we're talking about doing the free food events to kind of get people out to the polling areas. I don't know if you wanted to, we haven't brought it up at e-board, I don't think officially, but since we don't meet again, do you want to, if we have a quorum, vote on that, if we want to do the free food events?
We don't have a quorum.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't have any action items for
Well,
today.
tentatively, we'll be doing free food events next week.
We can make an e-board emergency vote on that.
But just know that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we plan on having food, lunch every day, and we're gonna have breakfast one day and dinner one day. Just make sure we try to get everybody out to vote. Luau again, it's coming up. It's gonna be a really good time. Please spread the word. I know last year they said it was a really good time. I didn't know about it. I was just a normal student, so it just kind of reinforces that. Yeah,
You're not
we
a
know.
normal student anymore.
Look at you now.
I'm here.
Far from
But just a student that came to school and nothing else, and I didn't know about the luau until it was over. So just make sure everybody knows about it. We don't want to have this event, have somebody that would have came not know about it. That's about all we got. Right now. Yeah, we got a lot of things on the pipeline, but just so you know, I couldn't find you beforehand. Morgan is pretty bad sick, so that's why she's not here. Yeah, she can't even see any voice.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool, man. Thanks for letting me know. I was wondering about it. I didn't hear anything. All right. Humans versus Zombies.
We have our forum coming up next week on the 29th. If you have a complaint, a contribution, anything, bring it, because last time we had very few people. And if you don't complain then, you're just SOL. All the new rules will be set up, and we'll let you know all the things. Out of luck.
Oh, okay.
But we're just not going to say what the first one. Yeah, if you have a complaint, please bring it and tell your teachers. They can come and complain because that's what it's for. It's mostly for the teachers. This is our second one. And
Let's go for
seriously,
dialogue exchange.
come on. Yeah, don't just.
Instead of complain. But absolutely, faculty and staff are invited. So if you know of an employee who had an issue with the game or had a concern with the game last time, encourage them to come.
What time is it?
Oh.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, apparently.
Where?
Oh, it'll be in the sergeant
It's
lecture
in
hall.
Sargent.
Sergeant.
Make sure you put in the minutes too that if they didn't come, their SOL according to.
To Michael. To Michael.
I wrote SOL, I wasn't sure, so I just wrote out loud.
In addition to that, I want to get with everyone who's going to be a referee, and since Chaz is supposed to make this mandatory, I hope to be seeing a lot of you. Because referees need to understand what's going on, what's expected of them, things like that. I understand that a lot of you will still want to play, even though you still have to be a referee. So we've come up with a way where you can still play and still be a referee and still have a chance of winning. So don't worry about that.
Are you having a training session for referees or?
Eventually.
It's like a boot camp.
Obstacle course, get you in shape, all kinds
Yeah,
of
you
stuff.
You gotta fend off a couple zombies by yourself.
You know you made it through training when you get a whistle and a jacket.
There you go. Okay. Awesome. I want a whistle.
Nice. Community service. What you got? Which is a nice shot of shade here.
Relay for Life, April 13th, starts at 5 p.m. and it runs all the way until 11 a.m. the next day.
April 13th?
April 13th,
Okay.
5 p.m. to 11 a.m. Gulf Coast is supplying a team, community service committee is. What I want to do is challenge the rest of the clubs to supply teams for the relay as well. I have plenty of information on it, so get with me. I can get you the application and everything. I would like for Gulf Coast to have a lot of people out there for this. Everybody knows about Relay for Life, and it's a good cause. So, I had something else. Scott, box top for. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
I'm sure about that.
Talk about that, yeah.
I was talking with well, I put it up on Facebook for the community service page that we should start doing a box top for education. For people who don't know, it's most of the products you buy in your house, you probably got them in your house, you don't even notice it. They got little box tops on them. And what they do is schools collect them and they get money from General Mills, I think it is. Gives them money for all the box stuff they collect. I've told them for community service, we should just like collect them up from everybody and pick a school every month and go drop them off at that school.
Campbell's Soup does the soup labels
Yeah.
too, so you might just do both of them in one fell swoop.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. Let's definitely do that.
Because I figure most of the people just throw that stuff away anyway. They don't pay no attention.
I'll
Might
admit
as well
I
put
do.
it to some good.
I look at it and go, huh.
I do say that.
Anything else for community service?
That's all.
Oh, you know, one thing I do want to talk about with Alex, man. So we were talking about planning in April 14th, Saturday before the luau, a huge beach volleyball tournament. And it's what, yeah.
That was spoke about at the last meeting that we actually had.
Yeah, he actually has a proposal now for the entire event, as far as teams, entrance fees, all kinds of stuff. And you have it on you? Go.
Yeah, I was gonna wait for good to order, but.
Go. No, this is top community service.
All right, but that. It's Relay for Life. 14th. What time's that in?
It's the 13th. It runs to the 14th at 11 a.m. So we'll stop walking at 11 a.m. The teams will. Remember, it's teams. Nobody's expecting you to walk from 5 p.m. to 11 a.m. Just when we get that out there. We're not going to be out there like a brain dead zombie. Just
Why not?
Well, one thing we picked the 14th because.
One second, guys.
Chaz pointed out that the 14th would be like a great advertisement for the luau the next weekend. Everybody's out there and saying, hey, next weekend is luau. Basically, how we're going to do it is it's going to be a fee per person. We don't have a set fee yet. It's going to be like $5 per person. Teams from 4 to 7, but you can only have 4 to 6 on the court at once. And we decided all the profit, whoever wins it is going to decide what charity it goes to, like Got It Brother. And at my high school, we had a 32-man bracket with a quarter of the students that we have at Gulf Coast. And so, I mean, if we do $5 a person, 6 people on each team. For a 32 bracket, it's like $900 or more than $900. And then on the side, we're gonna have a tug of war bracket where each team can sign up for tug of war, and it's an additional $2 per person. And so if everybody signs up for that 32, then it's another $300. So with a quarter of the student that we have from my high school, we can raise $1,200 with a quarter of students. So we can potentially have a 64 team bracket, which would be awesome. But we're right now working on getting a spot to play. I talked to the people at Sharky's. They have 2 nets. We can play there. They only have 2 nets. Pier Park has 3, but we have to have our own nets. So maybe we can get nets from somebody.
This is one thing I wanted to talk to you about, actually. We're actually very lucky on this. On the 14th, the women's basketball or the women's volleyball team is holding a beach tournament behind Sharky's. They're willing to partner with us on this.
Really?
Yeah. So we're going to look at actually branching out outside of the school now too. So that's one thing I wanted to bring up in here. They just approached me last week with it.
Cool. Well, I mean, another thing we have here was 1 student from Gulf Coast per team, but I mean, I guess we'll do it, but nobody has to from Gulf Coast for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, potentially it could be a huge bracket, plus the tug of war bracket. And then I mean, all the other rules and stuff would come later. But start spreading words to your friends. I've been telling my teachers and stuff to start putting their teams together. You know, we're going to open up the faculties and have teams, and so we can beat up with some teachers.
Yeah.
But spread the word, because I mean, the more people that know about it, the more that sign up, the bigger it'll be, the better turnout it'll be.
We're going to be out there with door to door, hopefully trying to trick them into throwing that money this way, whoever wins. So yeah, I know.
Trick.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Persuade.
Persuade. There we go. Nicer word. Make sure let's try and make this event really nice. I think it could be a really fun event. It's gonna be when the weather's really nice. The last week of spring break. I mean, like the crazy crowd will be gone. We'll have. I think it'd be a really good time. We're talking about doing like jet ski rentals and stuff like that too. So, I think it'd be a good time. Recycling. Go ahead and talk about that too. Like you're on the roll.
We care.
You just care?
Yeah, we care.
All right. Door to door. You guys want to talk about anything? Scott, you got anything about that? No? We're looking at right now, I'm filling out the Kaizen. Kaizen's almost done, trying to get a grant. The business proposal is almost ready. We're trying to make the letterheads for it right now so we can officially start putting it out there. And we'll start, hopefully, we got to create an account, so I was going to talk to you about that later, but we got to create an account so we can actually start donating funds that we are raising into some kind of account that's completely separate.
Have we got a room yet?
Huh? Well, we got to check on it. Right now, they're talking about there's a storage room that the bookstore is using. They have 2 storage rooms. They're talking about consolidating down to 1 and giving us the other one. So I have to check with Dr. Mercer.
What's the old cafeteria room?
Is that?
What is the old cafeteria room going for?
It will probably go back to the room that it was before, which was called the private dining room for
Yeah.
meetings and things.
It's supposed to be where like Tri College was held. Anybody. Right now they're trying to scatter everybody out because the private dining is occupied. They'll probably bring it all back in. I think it'd be a good time for us to weasel in there. You know, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. Yeah.
We need to work on your vocab.
Yeah. I keep it real, man. I don't hide it, man. I'm just like, we're gonna do this. Marketing. What do you got?
We need to meet. If anybody you know is on marketing, please contact me. I'm here all week.
Be here all week.
Except Friday.
Student life. I'll sit in place for Mercedes real quick. We had a committee meeting 2 weeks ago, something like that, and we basically organized a itinerary for like what would be the top goal for us to accomplish, and I think that we all unanimously agreed that the top goal was to get the student activity hour back here. Am I right? That was our top priority, right? We were talking about that.
It was whenever we made the priority list, it was one of the 2 top
I knew
priorities.
you were there too. That's what.
Talking about the meeting I was at?
Yeah, the student life meeting.
Yeah, when we were
well, you said you were organizing stuff.
That was a few weeks ago.
I thought you were talking about like the other committee meeting. We decided, I think that the top priority was student activity hour. Another priority was student space.
Yeah. Parking was down there. That stuff wasn't even on the list.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was an issue I think student government could tackle in here, so.
I think there was another one, but I don't have my minutes with me.
Okay, yeah.
I don't remember.
I think the top
Yeah.
priority I know was student activity hour, bringing stuff back. So we're gonna keep updated on that. We're looking at like they used to have a 10 to 11 hour, and it was Tuesdays and Thursdays, no class. We were looking at pitching something like 11 to what was it?
11 to 11:50.
Is it 11
Yeah.
to 11:50 Monday through Thursday completely? So we'll see about that. Maybe when we get some more info, we can start maybe using student government to help get the survey out, feel what students think is best and stuff like that. Campus liaison, you want to report anything, Barbara? I know you really ain't on it anymore, but do you know anything? Nothing? All right. I know Gene's looking really close to with the other campuses to try and coordinate some stuff, talk to them. Budget, you want to report anything for Ray?
Basically, we're just having a meeting next week.
Okay, what time?
It'll be at 12:30
12:30 and Tuesday?
at the student government office.
Gotcha. All right, selection committee. That's you.
We
I already
selected some
made
folks.
Announcement
Oh.
earlier.
All right.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anything for good order?
Yeah, guys, if y'all haven't heard about the beach volleyball tournament on the 14th,
Also, we have the billiards club that is getting started up right now. We're still looking for an advisor, but if you're interested in joining, just come get an application either in the SGA room from me or find me in the library, or Stephanie Trosson will have a application as well.
Dr. Curley actually sent out a campus-wide email soliciting for an advisor for the club, so.
We're going to find someone. Finally.
Do it.
it's his table, why does he not advise?
We tried to get it.
Doesn't have time.
Yeah.
I'm actually in the
It'd
process.
be like the president picking one club over all the other ones.
Yeah. What you got, Reggie?
I'm actually in the process of putting together a new club for veterans and, of course, spousal and
Okay.
dependents of veterans. What I'm really looking for is active or prior service members who will be here not just this semester, but next semester as well. It's geared more towards not so much the people in the club, but for helping those that are new to the campus.
Got you. On that note, we actually had a Veterans Association here. So just try and dig up the old paperwork. Come to us after the meeting.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we still have some stuff on file from the old one, right? Yeah.
Okay, definitely.
So that you ain't got to do complete body footwork, you can actually start a little up.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Anything else?
Coach Stone has made a pep club and it's official now.
Is Melissa your advisor, Panera?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Pep club.
Club.
Yeah, for any sports games. The first one we had 2 weeks ago.
Have you guys picked up a club packet for it?
Yes, he already did everything and it's official now. So.
Yeah, here you change that. I don't know. That was one out. Oh. All right. Well, we'll talk to him and figure it out. I know you got it all figured out. I don't know anything about it.
It's done.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to move to adjourn.
I've got actually something for the good of the order.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's,
same here.
yeah.
I'll make it quick. I know we're in a rush, but this is important. If you know anybody that's a veteran, I know a lot of times veterans don't like asking for help. I'm one of them. So I understand that mindset. But part of Catholic Charities, one of the outreaches we're doing, we have a block grant, and we have enough for like 500 or 600 veterans. And if they are having problems making any kind of payment, house payment, car payment, transmission blew up, whatever, let me know, and they can qualify. They have to qualify, but it's not very stringent, and we'll cover up to three separate payments for them to help them if they're in a bind. So we only had like 5 people in the last 6 months take advantage of this program. So we just want to get the word out there. So let anybody know, as long as you're not dishonorably discharged, it's the only absolute disqualifier. So, yeah.
Can you help me out with my girlfriend on the demo?
Whatever you want.
Nice. Dustin, what do you have, bud?
I have recently been informed that perhaps before the college's name change, SGA used to give like those little blue bags to the library for a lot of people to carry out books and all. And I was wondering if there was a way to get some of those similar bags only with the Gulf Coast State College on them instead of the community college.
We actually have only ordered them once in the 8 years I've been here, and it was, I think, just 2 or 3 years ago. We ordered them for Welcome Back Week. We were going to stuff them with other information and give them out for Welcome Back Week, and we did have a surplus left and took them to the library. it's something we can look at possibly doing again for next year's welcome back. We weren't very happy with those because I don't know if you experienced in the library, but a lot of them broke quickly.
Yes.
So if we did, we would look at getting them from somewhere else. But yeah, we can look at that for next welcome back.
Cool. Anything else to go to the order? Anybody?
Beach volleyball tournament.
Beach volleyball tournament. Anything else? Skate night. Beach volleyball tournament.
Make a motion that we adjourn.
Motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Second, all in favor? All opposed?
Eric, what's up?
Motion doesn't carry. No. All right. Meeting adjourned at 1:23.
Don't forget to vote.
Is that in Roger?
Yes.
Alright guys, we need to think of an idea for a promo for Spike Suit Productions. Does anyone have any ideas?
Mike.
Support
promoting spring break.
What is your idea?
Well, why don't we have a scene that takes place on a beautiful mountain with little rabbits jumping around, and we start getting hungry, so we take machetes and we start stabbing the rabbits, and blood just starts pouring down the mountain, and it forms around this little village, and everyone's screaming in pain and sorrow for the blood that's...
The National Society of Leadership and Success will be hosting another satellite conference with guest speaker Kevin Carroll, a motivating speaker who encourages people to unleash their creativity and seek life-learning experiences from childhood experience. The event is scheduled for Tuesday, February 28th at 6 p.m. in the Student Union East building on the second floor. The event is free to all students and open to the public.
I'm Joshua Sandler. I'm here with Mr. Duncan McLean over at the Foundation Scholarship Center. So, can you tell me a little bit about what the Foundation Scholarship is?
Well, Josh, our scholarships are really grant and aids. They're amounts that are given to students who are attending or planning to attend Gulf Coast each and every year. We award those by application only. Now, we do have some that are recommended, but our scholarships are in the form of cash. They're checks that we give out for the students. They can use them for their tuition, books, lab fees, travel, daycare, whatever they want to do.
Just about anything then?
Just about anything. All we want to do is all we ask them to do, ask the recipients to do, is just make sure they go to class and make good grades. And really, that's what they should be doing anyway.
Yeah. So, how does somebody go about, applying for the scholarship?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Every January and February of each year, we open up our applications. We open up our scholarships to applications. So what a student has to do is just go into our website, go into our STARS Online system, complete the modules, and then at the end, there's a list of recommended scholarships. And they need to simply look at the scholarships that are recommended, apply for one, two, apply for all of them. Then after that, there's a scoring process where we have a scoring committee made up of faculty and staff members of the college, and they'll go down and they'll look at various parts of the application and score it. And then at the end, we simply rank the students from the highest score down to the lowest, and we simply make our selections that way. A number of years, we've always had a waiting list of students, but for the most part, we try to award over 600 scholarships a year. When it comes to applying, when it comes to scoring, our committee really looks at two different areas. There's some essay questions with which the committee wants to know a little bit about them, and then a little bit is writing on the GPA. One of the common challenges people have with applying for scholarships is that they always think that scholarships are for what they call the smart people, the straight A students. Well, that's simply not true. Our scholarship and our applications are open to all students who have a 2.0 GPA or higher. So we ask anybody who's planning to attend or attending Gulf Coast to go right ahead and apply.
I mean, it probably helps more that you have a good GPA, though.
It does. It does. There are some points that are awarded, obviously, to the higher your GPA goes. you do get a few scoring points on that. And obviously, we do want to award individuals who have excelled in the classroom, but at the same time, we also want to invite individuals who are still making it through college to have an opportunity for a scholarship too. So we want to open the door up to just everybody at Gulf Coast, and also to high school seniors who are planning to attend Gulf Coast. We open up that application process too. And again, the application process begins January 1st and it ends March 1st of every year.
And if somebody needed help doing this application, where would they go? Do you guys have workshops?
Well, we do. We do. Thank you for mentioning that. We are having STARS application workshops every Thursday night all the way up until the last week in February. And they start at 5:30. They are in room 349 of the Student Union West building. And they last about an hour and a half or 2 hours. And these workshops are more hands-on. We like to sit the applicant down in front of a computer. We will show them how to log on. We will go over the different modules. We'll give them some advice on their essays. We'll kind of walk them through, and we're there to answer any questions they may have. The workshops are more tilted towards the foundation end of what we do, which is the scholarships. We do have some individuals that come in and ask us questions about admissions to Gulf Coast and financial aid. We tend to defer those questions to the actual departments. But if you're interested in the scholarship program and applying, those workshops are really, really valuable. We do have a website. Individuals can check that website regularly for other workshops we may have.
Yeah.
Our web address is www.gcscfoundation.org and then /scholarships.
Yeah. And what about a number in case they want to call you or anybody in the foundation?
There are two numbers they can call. If you're out of the area, of course, area code 850, then our number is 872-3810, or you can call 850-872-3815. And both of those numbers will direct you either to me or my assistant, Erica Lester, and we can answer any questions that you may have.
Okay, and you guys are located in Student Union West or East?
We are. Student Union West, we're on the 3rd floor, room 325. So if anybody's on campus and they want to stop by and pick up some brochures, literature, want to ask questions, or if they're having some challenges applying for scholarships, that's a great place to come. We're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and our door is always open and more than welcome to come by.
Okay. Well, thank you. I do have one more question.
Sure.
Do they need a letters of recommendation or resume or transcripts? What do they need to apply for the foundation scholarships?
That is a great question. We do have some applications out there where the donor does require some extra documentation. Primarily, most of our scholarships will not require letters of recommendation or any other letters of reference or anything like that. However, if an applicant would like to send one, would like to submit one, we're more than welcome. We're more than happy to take them and upload them into their application. Some of our scoring committee members like to see extra letters of recommendation, accommodations, and things like that, but it is not required. Now, we do have some that will require a small essay to be answered inside of that. One program that does require those documents is our high school honors scholarships, which are open to high school seniors who are attending public schools in Bay, Gulf, and Franklin counties. They are required to submit a copy of their transcripts, unofficial, and 2 letters of recommendation. So that's a little bit more involved, but it is a great scholarship because it's a 2-year scholarship. And it is great that they don't have to reapply. It just rolls over for the 2nd year. But if you have any questions, simply call our office, go to our website, email us at stars, S-T-A-R-S, at gulfcoast.edu. We'll be more than happy to answer those questions on documentation.
Okay, thank you so much for coming down.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that.
Nah, it was nothing. And you heard it from Duncan McLean, start applying for these scholarships, students. Thank you.
Thank you.
Covering the life that is Gulf Coast State College and the surrounding communities. GCWiredNews.com. From student news to what's going on around the community. GCWiredNews.com.
Hi, I'm Joshua Sadler. I'm here with CFI President Barton Cox and SGA President Chaz Molina. Right?
Yep, got it right, man. First.
Oh, thanks.
Nice.
And they're here to tell me a little bit about the joint partnership these two organizations have done to bring Michael Shermer here to our fine campus. Can you guys tell me a little bit about both clubs' parts in this?
Well, it started with Dr. Baldwin, who is the CFI Club sponsor, and he'd been talking to Shermer for a while. He replied to an article in Scientific American and thought it would be great to get Shermer down here and give a presentation for the Gulf Coast student population. So this year, when we were trying to figure out who we wanted to come down to speak, Shermer was brought up, and we all thought it was a great idea. We loved his book, Why People Believe Strange Things, and so Baldwin went to the SGA and pitched it, and I think he got a real home run.
Chaz, can you tell me what SGA has done to help bring the speaker here?
Yeah, we they originally brought to us a funding request, and after a lot of deliberation, our SGA decided that we wanted to make this co-partnership event where we would actually equally host the event with them instead of just fund the because we believe that we could help provide a counterbalance of good publicity and bringing the students together with it. You know what I mean?
That way it's a partnership rather than a sponsorship.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, how about you guys tell me a little bit about your organizations, CFI?
Well, we're here to promote rational thought and
inquiry.
Further enrich the academic experience of the students on campus. We'll go off to FSU and see lectures there, or find something else to do, like bring a speaker in.
Yeah. There's a lot with schools, critical academic learning thing.
Yes, exactly.
And SGA, I'm sure a lot of people know what it is, but for those that don't.
Well, SGA Student Government, basically we are the voice of the students on campus. Whether you have issues in class, you want to see fun events, you want to do things outside of the classroom, you need help inside the classroom, we here to take it all with free food events, drive-in movies, and then we also handle issues like tri-college, student court. So it really wide spectrum of what we do.
Yeah.
Love the drive-ins.
Yeah.
I saw that last night one. But so tell me a little bit about Michael Sherman, the event that's going to be going on campus.
Well, he's going to come down to speak March 1st at 12:30 in the Amelia Center. And I don't know exactly what he's going to be talking about, but I have a feeling that he's going to reference either Why People Believe Strange Things or his new book, The Believing Brain. And I'm just really excited to see what he's got to say. So.
Will he be selling and signing books?
I don't know about selling, but I'm pretty sure if you've got something of his that you want signed, like a book or a poster or an article from Scientific American, anything, I'm sure he'd be more than happy to sign it. So.
Now, can you tell me why it's important that Michael Shermer, why every student should try and see his lecture March 1st?
I think it's a good chance for students to get motivated in class, to realize, the success you can have inside school, and he's one of those that can really get you pumped up about what you're doing in life. So.
Sounds pretty good then. Everybody should come see it then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. And if everybody does want to go see it, you guys got times, date, location?
Well, it'll be in the Amelia Center, March 1st at 12:30. Runs until about 2:30 or so. And I'm sure there'll be time for questions and answers, autographs, fan pictures. I think there were rumors of a dinner the night before.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. But, well, do you guys have anything else to add to this event?
No, I think you got it down pat.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just real excited.
I guess I think everyone is. One more question. Any chance we could get an interview with him on TV?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was willing to answer questions, so might be able to pull that one off.
Hopefully.
He might do a phone interview beforehand, too.
Yeah. So. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Chat. So come down and see this amazing event with this amazing speaker. Thank you.
Students will once again have an opportunity to save a life by donating blood. Thursday, February 23rd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. A mobile blood bank will be stationed in the breezeway of the Student Union facilities.
Hi, I'm Joshua Sandler, and I'm here with Mr.
Mark Lint.
Mark Lint. Welcome to the show. Can you tell me a little bit about The Big Goodbye?
It's originally a novel written by Michael Lister, who's a local author. It's a noir style. It's actually based here in Panama City in 1943. It's a really, really fun show, a lot of action, a lot of suspense. It's a really awesome show.
And I hear this would be the first time it's ever been performed.
Yes, it's actually been adapted from the novel by Michael Lister and Jason Hedden, which is the theater director of the show, from the novel into the play version.
Oh, so world premiere.
World premiere.
Ah, it's pretty nice. How is it working like that?
At first, it was very difficult because we had to start with just the script, and we had to figure out what we could take out, what needed to be there, what didn't need to be there, what crucial key items in the story needed to stay in the story. Overall, the overall effect was really, really nice, though, what turned out, because it's kind of nice to be able to shape the play how we want to shape it. And
Yeah.
so it's really nice to be able to add things and take away things to make it so it's your play.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And then
nice.
everybody will take things from yours.
Yeah. Well, this is actually, at the very end, we'll actually have a finalized copy. So throughout the whole process, we've been adding, taking away, changing little things just to make the story more solid. And
Sounds like it makes the job a little bit more interesting.
yeah, definitely.
How are the actors taking to this?
They're actually really, really well. We have a nice mixture of the ensemble between some students that are here now, some alumni students, and some community members. And it's a really nice mixture of people. They're really, really taking it really, really well.
Okay. Okay. So, if somebody wanted to see this show, where would they go?
Brownpapertickets.com.
Mhm.
You can actually just type in brownpapertickets.com, or you can go to the Gulf Coast Arts link, which is just gulfcoast.edu/arts.
Yeah.
And you can click actually the link there, and you reserve all your tickets there. You have to reserve them before. A suggestion would be, because most likely will sell out, reserve them before you go to the show.
Yeah.
You can pay when you get to the window. You can, if you're a student, you do get a student ID. A free student ticket. You just show your student ID when you get up there.
And it's going to be in the black box, right?
Yes, and the black box is actually on the other side of the Amelia Center.
Yeah. So only like selective seating. Instead of
It's-
500, it's only 80.
It's 70.
Oh, only
actually.
70. Ooh.
Yeah.
Got to pick up on that
So yeah, definitely need to go reserve your tickets now.
then. Okay, and when are you guys going to be doing this show?
It actually is the last 2 weekends in February. We have the 17th, 18th, and 24th, and 25th is a 7:30 showing, and then we have the 18th, 19th, 25th, and 26th is the 2:30 matinee.
Matinee. Okay.
Tickets are actually $10 for regular general admission.
And then students are free.
Students are free with the ID.
Okay. Now then, I have one more question about your show. Okay. If your show was a cake, what kind of cake would it be?
Probably red velvet.
Red Velvet. Sounds like a delicious show. World premiere, everybody. Don't miss it. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
And from GC Wired, see the big goodbye. So tell me a little bit of
The area certainly has been giving us some springtime weather. With that in mind, the Gay Straight Alliance is hosting its annual Spring Carnival Thursday, February 23rd from 9 to 2 in the Student Breezeway. The event will have plenty of games, food, and personal favorite for any student to enjoy, an opportunity to pie your favorite or least favorite professor.
I gotta stop doing this with paper.